Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome to another episode of the Photoshop training course. Okay, so today we are going to look at how to remove background pictures or change some basic background pictures with the Photoshop app. Okay, so I'll launch my Photoshop, but before that, I would like you to subscribe to this channel, comment on this video where needed. Okay, then you can also like it as well. Thank you. So I will launch my Photoshop app. Okay, I've already downloaded some pictures from Pinterest. Okay, one app I use, we have the website on Google, you can get it. So I open those pictures up. I have it somewhere here. Okay, so I downloaded some pictures of models we are going to use for our work today. So I'll first start with this one. Okay, so this is the first picture I downloaded for the work. Okay, so in Photoshop we have so many methods in removing the background of pictures. Okay, but normally you have to check the type of picture. Okay, first you have this magic 1 2. Wherever you click, it selects that particular color you clicked on, and wherever that has that same color. So you see this, it's selected all the colors here, right? But I don't like using the magic 1 2. We also have the quick selection tool, which is a very good way of selecting. You just click and drag over the subject, and the app will determine the sharp edges and will select through that part. So let's try this and see. Okay, you see we are doing very great. Okay, so that's the the quick selection tool. You see it's selecting everything very nicely. Okay, so we have some rough edges that came up here, so we use the Alt key. Whenever you press on the Alt key, okay, the cursor will change into that of a minus. Okay, so when you click and drag over the extra portion you don't need, then it will take that part off the selection. Okay, so I think we have a selection around the model, right? Now let me show you one way we can get rid of this. You come to your layers. Okay, the layer is already selected. Okay, so whilst we have this, you can hit on the keyboard Ctrl+Shift+I. Okay, Ctrl+Shift+I. You see this, it has selected outside the model. Okay, so after hitting on this, then you hit on the delete key on the keyboard. The delete key. Sorry for that, I made a small mistake. Background color. Okay, so hitting on the delete key gave us the background color here, but if we wanted it to be transparent, when we came here, we just search for we just reduce the opacity to what? 0. Okay, then hit on OK. But normally I don't use this method, that's why it doesn't suit me that way. I have a different method. Okay, so let's go back to where the model was the one selected. Okay, so once you have your picture here like this, okay, we have a way you can duplicate, or you can cut this one off. You know this has been selected, so you can easily cut it off with your Ctrl+C, Ctrl+ whatever. But in the Photoshop app, to remove this from the original picture, okay, it means you are going to create a new layer out of the original layer. Okay, so in order to duplicate this layer or create a new layer out of the original layer, you hit on Control plus J. Control plus J. Okay, so you can see from the layers panel here, we have a new layer here named layer 1. Okay, then we come to this background layer and click on the eye. Now you see we have a very nice picture with no background. This checkbox means it has no background. I think in the previous video I said that. Now let me see if I can import a picture and use it as a background. So I come to File. Okay, then I want it to come straight into this work area. Okay, if I click on Open, let's see what it does. You see the Open has created another tab or another work area. Okay, unless I move it here, then bring it here so that I can use the picture. Okay, but I don't want it like this. So if you want it straight into this work area, I come to Place, then you select. Okay, now you click on the check mark. You can bring this picture beneath the layer here. Okay, then you try and transform it. You go to Edit and select Free Transform, or you simply press on Ctrl plus T. Okay, then in order not to distort the background picture, you can press and hold the Shift key. Okay, you can press and hold on the Shift key so that the background picture will maintain its quality. Okay, so this is a new background of the picture, but normally after doing this, okay, we can see that the background picture and this picture don't add up, or they don't fit. Okay, so we can use the blend options when you come to image. Okay, then adjustments, we have some blend options here. You can use the levels. Okay, the levels, you can adjust it a little bit. You see the effects of the level, but let's just adjust it a little bit here. Okay, let's rasterize this so that now let me use the layer adjustments. Come to layer, new adjustment layer, then levels. Okay, so that one will create a special layer for the levels. Okay, so that everything you do will affect both these two pictures. The first one was affecting only the model. We want it to affect both of them. So you see now they are both affected by the picture. So gradually the picture is blending up with the background. I think this is good. Yeah, I think this is good. We can use this one. Okay, so I'll delete these layers so that we look at other methods in what selecting or removing the background. Okay, now we have this eraser tool. Okay, you can use the eraser to clean it out. If you are good with your mouse, you can use it by, it's very difficult using the eraser tool. Okay, the probability of you making a mistake is very high. It's very high, but if you are careful, you see I make a mistake there, but we are not going to use the eraser tool. There's these other tools aside the eraser tool. We have the background eraser tool. Okay, this one selects a particular color and you just click on that color. Sorry, let me enlarge it so that it will become very big. Okay, so you click on that color and it will get rid of all colors like that in its surroundings. Okay, so you just click on it and you see that one is also a very tedious and boring method. we cannot, you will be delayed with this, so we are not going with this one too. So I told you earlier, it depends on your picture. Okay, if your picture had all white background, maybe this this background eraser tool would have worked for you. Now let's look at the last one, the magic eraser tool. Okay, now this magic eraser tool, you just click and it's delete an entire area with a specific color. So you see, I just click and all that area with that color was deleted. Even the girl, you see, she had a part with that color. Okay, she had a light color, so it deleted her clothes, removed everything. So whenever you are using any of these two, you have to check on the type of picture you are working with. Okay, let's try and see another picture and use the other methods on them. I downloaded other pictures here. Okay, let's see this one. Now let's see if the magic eraser 2 can work on this one. Okay, but you see the model's dress is also in a form of the background, although it's worked, but when we zoom it in up a bit, you see that it will affect an entire area of the picture that we don't want. Alright, so that's the function of the magic eraser. I use it a lot with normally pictures that were taken in a room, okay, with a photo shoot, some with a white background, black background. They normally work very cool on it. And those with the earlier versions or the latest versions of the Photoshop, there's a tool that automatically removes your picture for you without you going through all this stress. Okay, now let's look at the last one we have here. Okay, let me apply it on the first picture we use, okay, so that it will speed up the work. Open. Let me apply it on this first picture. This is what we call the pen tool. Okay, we can use this pen tool to create anchors around the picture. So you click and you be creating anchors just in this form, but normally when you are using this, you have to zoom it in, okay, so that you don't make any mistakes. You see, because it was zoomed out, the cuts were not all that good. So you zoom it in and you draw around it. With this, we can't make it too natural. Some of the hair might be left out. Okay, we can't select all the hairs since they are too thin. So that's the function of the pen tool. So I think you've seen so many tools. Although I skipped some, I know I skipped some, not all of them that I showed you, but these are the best ones. Okay, these are the best ones, the most used ones for most designers or most people who use this app. Okay, so you see me going around this picture. Let me speed it up. Okay, so I have few. You see, this is a very long procedure, and when the cursor or your dot is out of way, okay, like this one, you've not made a dot here, but it's out of way. When you click here, it might affect your anchor, so you can use the Alt key, then you put the mouse cursor in front of the anchor and you bring it closer to where you want it, then you click. Okay, I think we're almost done. Okay, let me zoom back up. With these outside ones, it doesn't matter, they are not going to show anyway. So after getting this, you right click and you select make selection. Okay, you right click and then you select OK. So you see the selection has come around it. You use the Ctrl+J again and you see the background is gone. Okay, so this one gives us a very fine cut, no extra nothing was left outside. Okay, he gave us a very good cut, or a very fine cut, which is just as I need it, or just as any designer would need. Okay, we have so many tools as we are working on, or as you follow me when we start doing most of our works. You see me introducing other tools as well. We have the marquee tool, the lasso tool, they are all there. But for today I want to show you these ones, and for time's sake I don't want this video to be long, so that we can get enough time to learn and not confuse ourselves. So I'll end here with this video. Okay, let me give it a background first. Okay, before I end this video, let me give this one a background. Which background would be nice? I don't think this one would be nice. Let me go with the first one. I think it was okay using that one. Okay, so I just create it. Okay, so this is the background. I already showed you the adjustments you made, so I wouldn't go back to that. Okay, so I'll end here for today. God willing, the next time we meet, we'll be looking at more things. Probably we'll start making out some flyers and stuff, so that you know more about the tools, because most of you don't understand the tools as I'm introducing them one after the other. But when we start using them in practical work, you'll be able to get more understanding of it, or get to know more of it. Okay, so thank you for watching today's video. We'll end here for today, and God willing, next time we meet, we have a lot to learn. Thank you once again, and goodbye.